Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope everybody's doing well. City Skylines 11. I got a lot done. I added some things, but there are issues. Issues have been cropping up, and this is just par for the course. Now that I'm really starting to understand the mechanics of this game. And I suppose it might be fairly obvious that the more you build, the more issues you're going to have. And I guess we've hit that plateau. And there's no going back now. It's only going to get worse from here, which is kind of sad. You'd like to fill a map. But the more you do, the worse things get. And maybe that's just my gameplay, I don't know. But it's becoming a little tiresome, let me tell you. The more I do, the worse things get. So let's go down here into our new neighborhood. I will try, because I'm doing this live now. I forgot to record last night. I was so tired, and I had worked on this for so long that I just turned it off and went to sleep. So anyway, it did build up. I've got office lining the main road here. These are dark green, and in the middle here is light green. This part here is our tourism, and on the beach is leisure. And I mean, it filled in nicely. I have decided, because I kind of fixed my tree issue, as you can tell, I got to bring them back. But I'm going to lean more toward green space this time. Well, I'm not going to say everybody, but most people have a lawn. And for whatever reason, I was always covering the lawn with trees. So I decided not to do that. I mean, there's plenty of both, I think. And I kind of like that aspect better than all trees. And I did keep the variety, so I said a couple videos back, my goodness, a while back, that I wanted to introduce the palm. I figured it would be okay. And yes, this was a part of the treasure hunt, so I apologize to anyone who was not aware or wanted to figure it out for themselves. I am sorry. Because as I mentioned in the last video, I just went into leisure. I'm sorry, unique buildings, to plunk things down in leisure and tourism, and that came up, so I grabbed it. So there are new things. We'll get to one in a minute, but I wanted to just kind of give you an overview. This is a separate district, obviously, so again, I lined our tourism area with offices. And I plunked a few in here because there's a big, well, we can go that way. I plazaed the ending side of our tourism. And then I have offices. And I did go back and resize the squares. So as you can plainly tell, there are no massive buildings distracting the view of the water and overpowering. See, this is 3 squares right here. Those are 3 squares. And I still think it's too big. I like this. This is an ideal size for me. But oh well. But I think it came out okay. I hope you guys agree. I did come down here. I had to add a bit of the road. Because I found this and I had completely forgot about it. And I think it goes with this area. I hope it goes with this area, with this castle thing. Lots of people there. And then I added metro to this side. And I did the double one, the crisscross one, because we're going to have to fill in this space. So we might as well get going for connections on this side. And I'm pretty sure it's in here somewhere. Or is it on the other side of this? I'm sorry. Sound kind of dumb. There it is, right here. So that's our metro, and one goes like this and the other goes like this. And then I found this. I keep forgetting that, I don't know what it's called. Like, there's like an assets tab, content creators and stuff like that. But this is DLC. And, no, that's the fishing pier. Here we go. No, that's the boat museum. I'm sorry, I added the boat museum. This is a bus ferry station. I was gonna put a bus terminal over there, but then I found this and I'm like, let's get the ferries going. So the buses are on this side, obviously ferries are on that side, and I just have two running back and forth. This guy goes from here to here, and this guy goes from here to here. It's probably overkill, but it is being used. I was surprised at how quickly it was being utilized. Not so much the buses, but only on this side. So I thought that was strange. Now this is something else that I found in unique buildings. I don't know why I'm not seeing this stuff. I put our arch in here. I hope that looks good. But this is funny. This is actually warping people into another dimension. And I hope it's not stealing them from this. Are you guys moving? Oh yeah, they are. Okay. But it warps. Oh, there they go. I think that's cute. I didn't think it would actually work, but it does. Let's give it a minute. That is so... Why is he walking underground? Oh, such a shame. I think the city Skylines 2, they're working on a lot of that stuff. Because yes, I did finally go in and watch a couple of the reaction videos to the latest. That looks like an eagle, for heaven's sake, but it's probably just a gull. Anyway, the reaction videos. And of course they went in in-depth detail that I would have never even noticed on my own. I'm not that interested. I like to know ahead of time, don't get me wrong. But I don't like speculation. Oh, there she is. Is she going into the... Oh, and so is she. Bye. Have fun on the other side. Be careful. Oh dear. You sure you want to do this? Well, there's no going back now, is there? This was where I was going to put our bus depot. And when I found the ferry thing, I said, well, let's do that. But then we had more education demand. We're always low on elementary and university. High school just seems to stick in the middle. So I just put down the traditional university and another library. I have not filled this out yet because this was a last minute due. Excuse me, my throat. I'm getting ready to choke here. This is another, I think we have one on the other side. It's just a sunken plaza, and it's supposed to have shops in it. And I have actually seen people standing in here. It's just that every time I make a video, nobody's in there. But yes, it is being utilized. So these are just the things that I added. The rocks, this crumbling building, the chirper balloon, things like that. And then our ferry. Now the metro goes under the water and it hooks up to the closest metro over in this city. And it only has the back and forth route. They can get anywhere else in the city from any of the metro stops. So it's just back and forth and back and forth. Same thing with the ferries. And somebody's cutting their lawn. Oh dear. Hang on. Sorry about that. So let's go across. And I will quickly, well, I'll try to be quick, but I just wanted to show you. Oh, don't go underwater. I asked you not to do that. Thank you. I had to raise this because I thought that the ferries came from here and had to go under to get to here, and I never saw that happen. But the bridge is raised, it's no big deal. And I just added that toward our fishing. It looks a little... I can fix it. It was another one of the last minute, let's just get this done, move on, then we'll come back and do the beautification, and I never did. This one looks great. The other side, not so much. So I can go back in and fix that. This is a little yucky. So lots of people are here and on the other side for the bus, but they are using the ferry, just not as much as the buses. So the buses come out here and they hook up where the original university was, on this side here, to this bus depot right here. And that's it. But you can get to anywhere in the city from this terminal. Plus, across the street is the intercity bus terminal. I also have an intercity bus terminal at this end. It's just at the end of our pedestrian area. So if anybody comes into town from this side, goes all the way down to that side, they can still leave. So that is that. And then I'm sorry, I'm gonna make everybody sick, but hopefully I can slow it down. I doubt it. What in the world is that? Oh, the clock tower. That did not look right. So in our industry area, that was our highest demand. It's one of those situations where unemployment is up to 23%. Only the orange bar is showing, very little blue, and I haven't seen green for a long time. I'm not worried too much about it. I have been giving them what they want. I did add more industry in ore right here. There's more down on the other end. I've got more offices going, but we now have 1, 2, 3 universities. So that it should be plenty. So here, oh dear, it's the guy cutting our lawn. They're going to be in our yard in a minute and it's really loud, so I apologize. So I put in the prison with a large police headquarters. And then on this side, I did the garbage thing again. The thing that you click to see how your garbage is doing, whatever that is down here, it keeps telling me that it's outstanding, garbage is outstanding, but I am continually getting pop-ups. The trucks just aren't getting there in time. So I figured if I put this huge facility with the transfer thing, that might help. I don't know. I've never really seen this thing in action to where it does make much of a difference. Could be wrong. Could just be, okay. Could just be me not looking at things correctly. They are still preferring this terminal to the original one over here. Still sad about that because it's really messing with our traffic. But as you can tell over the lawn, guys, this strip here is horrible because they have completely abandoned. Is it right here? Yeah. They've abandoned this one. You can tell people are still using it. And then this expressway here, the one coming in directly to the city, it was so clogged up. And I could not figure out why. A lot of it was tourism, but most of it was trucks trying to get in here to deliver. And it was backed up all the way to about here, straight to the roundabout. And then they were going this way. And I started clicking. Yeah, see, they're still doing it. I started clicking on the cars. And if it wasn't a truck, it was a tourist. So this is the reason. I never know how far back to go with that, but there is an on-ramp here. So I can't keep saying stay in your lane, stay in your lane, stay in your lane. It's just not going to work. So that's the reason for this, and I'm not going to worry about that. So I gave them an off-ramp for especially the trucks. Just get on in here and do what you got to do. Tourists, you can go wherever. Well, now they're all using this. But it cleared this up. It did not clear this up. For whatever reason, everybody wants to get into this area, and I'm assuming it has to do with this. I'm pretty sure there is a metro here as well. maybe I didn't add one. I thought I did. Is there a metro in this area? Yep, right there. So that could be the reason. I'm not quite sure why. I am not a fan of the bendy buses. I think they take up too much room. And the weird thing is, when I added the bus to this thing, the ferry, and then I hooked it up here, the game sent out 20 buses, the 30 count, and there were like 6 people. I'm like, how are you getting this with a 1? No, there's a stop on either side of this end of our leisure and tourism. So there's like 1, 2, because the bus had to go all the way around just to get to the station. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops. And then it just turns around and goes back. So 10 in total? I don't know. But it quickly became apparent that I don't want 20 buses. So I got the high capacity bus, which turned out to be that bendy thing. I think it's 75 or 80 count. I can't quite remember. And it was still at 20. So I put it down to 10. I cut it in half and gave it far more capacity. I haven't been back to look to see if it's okay. But traffic did clear up here. There's no longer 20 buses trying to get over here and go back and come around. And it's a little crazy. There's our balloon, our cute guy. I can't believe I forgot about him for so long. But yeah, things have really picked up. And all I did was add to that side. Can you imagine when I get down here and go all the way over to this side? If I even can, I don't know. But ending up down here, it's going to be crazy. Yeah. And then traffic on this... Is it this side of... No, it's this road here. Everything is fine on this side of the map. It's this side of the map. It's just crazy. And they're all going in that direction. And I do have... Well, here's the thing. I do have free transportation throughout. Everybody gets free transportation. That never helps. Because it says right on the thing, encourages, use. Encourages your citizens to use that type of transportation. That never happens. And I have the high-rise ban in effect throughout. That doesn't happen. So it just doesn't work for me. But I want to go down here and just see how well the shipping, the cargo shipping is being utilized by trucks. Because as I mentioned, they all want to go to that one brand new one there, and I just don't understand why. I think the one in the center is strategically. Yeah, there are trucks. They're still using it. I just wish there were more coming this way because there's less traffic, you know what I mean? And then the one in the center I thought was ideal because that's where everybody is anyway. That's where you're getting all your stuff, is right here. So you pick it up from here and you take it to the cargo station. No, we're going to ignore this one. We're going to go from here all the way over to here. And I think that's silly. But oh well, at least it's being used. I'm not going to worry about it too much. So that is about all that I have to show you. That is everything that I have worked on. I do think I'm doing a good job. I think I've only got 1 or 2 days left. And then the heat is going to come back with a vengeance. I think we're going to be up in the 90s all of next week. So I definitely can't be playing this game in that situation. I don't know what to do about this either. This makes me so angry. Maybe I could add another exit somewhere. I don't know. But I'm going to take you back to our newest... I don't know. I just think this map is so pretty. Our newest neighborhood. It was so perfect. I felt like I had done such a good job, and now it looks silly. But oh well, the ships are there. They don't really need, unless I close it, I guess. And this, for anybody who's curious, is just the countdown to the City Skylines 2 coming up. I could have swore it said the 23rd, but it's the 24th. And I know I had wanted to talk about it, but I'm just really not that interested. I'm happy for everybody who's getting a new game. I do hope that you like it. I hope there aren't too many snags and issues, which I'm sure there will be. You're going to encounter a few anytime a new game comes out. But at least they're not releasing it early like The Sims do. The Sims franchise, EA, whatever. And then just say, well, we're moving on. We're not going to take care of anything. But this is the start of our other side. I know I said I wanted to get over here, and I will eventually, maybe, I don't know. But again, I do only have a couple days left to get some of this out, and then I'm going to go back to games that are much nicer to my computer. And that will likely be more Stardew Valley, and I'm seriously thinking about opening my Animal Crossing again. Just for some relaxing time, eh? Don't shoot me and don't hate me too much if I do that. It's been a long time since I played Animal Crossing, so I don't know. I'll probably get bored with it easily, who knows. But I do thank you very much for sticking with me to the end. I hope you like everything that I'm accomplishing here as well. Let me know in the comments if you think everything's going okay. Oh my goodness. Real quick, I'm so sorry. We lost people. But you see there, now it's starting to go up. We lost a ton of money, didn't we? I think we were almost to 12 million. I don't know what happened. I think because I put in the garbage in the prison, and then I added two more another university and this ferry thing. It all happened within hours of each other, so I think that's why we started losing a ton of money. And this is starting to go back to medium, so that's good. That's a good sign. There's no demand. No demand at all. Unemployment is so high. Oh, all right. Well, it was at 23 when I left the game. It's down to 14, so that's a good sign too. Not going to worry about it. Traffic, forget it. It's just never going to be back to 80%, and we all know we're having the issues. You can see it plainly. All in here. Kind of sad. But that, again, is got to do with a lot of buses on the road. The metro is in here. It's in here. It's over here. I got a ton of metro over here. There's 2 or 3 of them in this area, and then I've got metro where office and industry meet. I have a stop in here, and I have another one down here. So, oh, did I? No, I've just got the buses. Yeah, I figured I would take this one and send it on down this way. But yes, there are 2 bus routes here, and there's a metro right here, so not that big of a deal. Or is it right here? Yeah, I gotta get metro in here, but I will. So we know those are issues. Now I thank you very kindly for sticking with me to the end. I'm sorry. I do hope you enjoyed this though. And I thank you very much for supporting me and my channel. I really appreciate that. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves. Have an absolutely fabulous day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.